All right. Hey, so you're still with me. Great. So now for the meat and potatoes, we're going to start by talking about 10 steps to building classroom norms, rules, expectations, and culture. What we want to think about is how to prime the mind. Think about this presentation. If you've watched some of the previous clips, this is what we did together. We really soul searched and we've come up with a way to kind of reorganize our own mindset. Well, this is what we're going to do with the students as they come in to our space. We're going to prime their mind. We're going to settle the internal noise and all the excitement by using a warmer, more supportive, and upbeat tone. We're going to demonstrate a casual body posture. This is at the beginning before we get into the class. When we're standing by the door, we're going to slowly take on more of an instructionally oriented tone and a more instructionally oriented body posture. More of a muted voice dynamic, less dramatics, but not monotone. Upright posture, and we're going to talk about ready position and what that looks like and how we can use that phrase over and over again in our classroom and instructional routine. We're going to comment on those who are doing what is asked. They are showing readiness. Comment on their dispositions, their attitudes, their actions, their words, and whatever else that emphasis on feel, characterize readiness. All right? You're going to ease in to your instructional routine with an anticipatory activity. This is more of a charmer. Think of it as a short trailer instructional activity. Today, we're going to watch an introduction video. All right? I actually pulled this clip from Futurama because I know some of you guys watch that, or Mythbusters because I happen to know that Blair over there and Malcolm, you guys were talking about that just yesterday. All right. So we're going to start with that. All right. So it's a different tone of voice when we enter the classroom, a different body posture when we enter the classroom than outside the door in the hallway. Okay. So we're going to go through these 10 steps. Here they are listed, but I'm going to go through them with you right now. One, we're going to prime the mind with the warmer, hopeful, and upbeat tone. All right, this is before we enter the classroom. More of a muted voice dynamic, less dramatic, but certainly not monotone, casual body posture at the door as we're walking into the classroom. All right, you're going to gradually move toward a more formal posture. 4, we're going to get into ready position. What does it look like? We're going to openly comment to those who are doing what is asked. Hey, good job settling in. 5, we're going to say things like, great work showing readiness. This is what I'm talking about. Comment on the dispositions, the attitudes, the actions, the words that really characterize this concept of readiness. Okay, we're going to ease into your instructional lesson, like we talked about, with an anticipatory activity. If you're familiar with ITIP, ITIP, it was all part of that framework. Not that I'm completely committed to it, but for the purpose of managing a classroom, it works well. 8, go into a guided practice, okay? Then more of an independent practice. So guided, we're going to talk about whatever new material is to be learned today, and our objective will be geared towards that. And then we're going to give some time to work independently. In other words, independent from the teacher on that as well. About 7 to 10 minutes each for those segments. You're going to post that homework up afterwards. All right. You're going to make sure that you do it later, not right away. You don't want to give it away right up front. You want to make sure that we went through the lesson, that we had time to work on it together and independently. Then you're going to post that homework up on the board or wherever, maybe on the computer, wherever you normally do, and you're going to explain it before they can start their closure or their assessment activity. So you have to explain what that homework is. It has to be a major critical component to your instructional routine. All right. And then you're going to move into your closure or your assessment. And that could be something as simple as a KWL chart, a ticket out. There's a whole slew of closure activities. And the purpose of this workshop isn't to get into instructional design, but I'm sure you can find some great stuff with a simple Google search. All right. So this is the end of this particular slide. And then we're going to take a break and come right back. All right. Thanks a lot.